Welcome to the College Recruiter webinar. The subject of today's discussion will be on top liberal arts majors, starting salaries and debt. My name is Andrea McEwen Henderson, and I will be your host today. I am one of the national account managers with College Recruiter. I have a dozen years of experience in helping large and small employers reach recent college graduates and students, and my primary responsibilities are facilitating our webinars, moderating the discussions at our college recruiting bootcamp conferences, as well as working with small to mid-sized employers on their entry-level hiring needs. College Recruiter is the highest traffic college job board with 150,000 unique monthly visitors. We help employers reach recent graduates and students of 1, 2, and 4-year colleges and graduate schools. We have permission to deliver emails on behalf of our employer clients to 7 million recent graduates and 10 million students, and can target them by major, school, year of graduation, diversity, and more. Our other solutions for employers include job postings, targeted mobile banner ads, targeted display ads, virtual career fairs, and custom research projects. For more information about College Recruiter, you can reach us at www.collegerecruiter.com/contact or 952-848-2211. Today's guest is Mike Havis, President and Founder of Educate to Career. Mike is a graduate of Wayne State University in Detroit with a BFA in Industrial Design. Mike worked for various corporations in the area of product design and development, and then moved into outside sales for luxury Swiss watch companies. Then in 2008, Mike's oldest son, Ben, was going to graduate from high school. So Mike, along with his son, began looking at various colleges and majors and found a lack of outcomes information related to college majors. It was through this experience that Mike decided to found the nonprofit Educate to Career. Educate to Career provides free online educational attainment to career outcomes data, tools, and programs for students. So, Mike, thank you so much for coming back and joining us.
My pleasure, Andrea.
So, Mike, let's jump right in. In our previous webinars, you had stated that science and technology majors, as well as finance and healthcare, are where the action is regarding good paying jobs. So what about liberal arts majors?
Good question. As we discussed before, your basic general studies, liberal arts, these majors are just not tracking to high-paying, in-demand jobs. However, there are, some majors do better than others. I'm going to use the programs on our website to take a look and demonstrate this to your viewers. Our website is www.educatetocareer.org. I'm going to click on our student programs. You'll see some programs here. I'll click very quickly so they can just take a quick look as we get to it. We have our salary calculator, which is excellent to work with. 2-year college calculator, which will help students find local 2-year colleges offering degrees and what they're looking for. Our college buddy. This is the one that we're going to refer to now. This gives great outcomes as far as salary data, and it tells you the percentage of people employed full-time in certain occupations. So let's take a look here. Humanities and social sciences. Take a look at liberal arts, sciences, general studies. So here we see not a lot of people are employed full-time. You can see that elementary school teachers, not special ed, are earning about $36,600 at the start. Then we can get down to retail salespeople, waiters and waitresses, so on and so forth. Lower salaries, and certainly a degree is not necessary all for that. Let's take a look at education majors, elementary teacher education. So here we have a better outcome. 61% recent grads are employed full-time, not necessarily all in occupation tracking from this, but certainly some good ones. At the top, you can see elementary school teachers, about 29,500, 59% so are employed in this occupation. And it tracks down to various other occupations and salaries. Teachers' assistants at 20,000, child care workers just about 19,000, and so on and so forth. Let's go back. Take a look here at psychology. And again, we can see a little under half of people with this degree are employed full-time. You can see what they're employed doing and their salaries. At the top here, you can see substance abuse counselors, 20, almost 26,000, 6% are employed. 32,000 human resource specialists, 3.2% are employed. You can come all the way down, and you can see that it also tracks down to people with this degree are employed as cashiers and teachers' assistants and so on and so forth at lesser salary. So it's not necessarily the best major to pursue as far as liberal arts and general.
Absolutely. So where does debt fit into all of this?
Yeah, this is a big deal. As we've talked about before, about 70% of all college students take on student loan debt. Average is around $35,000 to $40,000 per student. As we go forward, the cost of higher education is continuously going up. We can envision that it would cost somebody an average of $90,000 to get a four-year degree. The question really is, what is the return on investment for a particular college degree? Does it make sense to spend really on average a little over 5 years, 5.2 years to attend college, perhaps $50,000 to get a degree that may lead to no job, or if it does, a job that pays maybe $10 an hour? Can a loan be paid back with a salary? No. And that's why there's about $1.3 trillion in outstanding college loan debt out there. Our research shows that there's about 6 million kids essentially living off the grid, so to speak, due to their college loans. We say they're living off the grid because the college loans are preventing them from having a good credit rating, which prevents them from actually getting a decent job any which way. They can't get credit. They have to pay cash. They're living in their parents' basement, perhaps, going into default on their loans. It's not a good outcome at all.
I couldn't agree with you more. So now I see that there's a tab on your website for ETC College Rankings Index. Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, sure. I appreciate you asking me about this. First, let me just simply say what the ETC College Rankings Index is not. This is not an old school type of college ratings that people may be familiar with. We're not interested in our ratings as far as quality of life factors. We're not interested if there's an organic free trade coffee shop within walking distance of the quad, let's say. We created this ETC College Rankings Index because this existing rating systems just simply don't apply to about 99% of college students. The figures are that about 0.6 of 1% of college students are enrolled in the 13 Ivy League schools. About 1% of college students are going to the 51 or so top tier schools. So whether Harvard is ranked number 1 and Yale is ranked number 2 this year, or it's the other way around, it really doesn't matter to about 99% of those contemplating college. These particular colleges, they don't make winners, they're picking winners. Well, what about the rest of us, like me, with average abilities and testing? So we're ranking over 1,200 four-year colleges based on the outcomes of their students. We take into account a whole host of factors, including tuition, loan debt of these students, job outcomes, and salary outcomes. And essentially, we're calculating the improvement in earnings and employability of persons who attended specific colleges relative to persons who are similarly situated at other colleges. I'll just click on the College Rankings Index to show viewers what's going on here. So we have to agree to the terms of service. Now we click here, and you can see the rankings may not reflect what you may normally think about when you think about the best colleges. We're showing University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill as the top college. And certainly within the top 20, there's a number in California state colleges shown. And the reason for this is that local public state colleges are highly subsidized. So the cost is lower to the student, and that makes a whole lot of difference as they calculate the return on investment from going to college.
Sure. So, Mike, what can viewers take away from everything that you shared?
Sure. A couple takeaways are, one, the career outcomes are really determined by the marketplace. Employers are determining which majors and jobs are in demand and the pay, and which majors and jobs are not in demand. Students should really plan accordingly. And another thing is, students should pay really a major amount of attention to their major. Really, the major is king. It's very important to focus on the right major. And finally, as I always say, it's imperative that students always choose wisely.
Great tips, wealth of information, and certainly some great tools that can help students begin to navigate their college career. So again, Mike, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for joining this webinar on top liberal arts majors, starting salaries and debt. My name is Andrea McEwen Henderson, and I was your host today. I have a dozen years of experience working with small to medium-sized companies on their entry-level hiring needs. My primary responsibilities are facilitating our webinars, moderating the discussions at our college recruiting bootcamp conferences, as well as working with small to mid-sized employers on their entry-level hiring needs. College Recruiter is the highest traffic college job board with 150,000 unique monthly visitors. We help employers reach recent graduates and students of 1, 2, and 4-year colleges and graduate schools. We have permission to deliver emails on behalf of our employer clients to 7 million recent graduates and 10 million students, and can target them by major, school, year of graduation, diversity, and more. Our other solutions for employers include job postings, targeted mobile banner ads, targeted display ads, virtual career fairs, and custom research projects. For more information about College Recruiter, you can reach us at www.collegerecruiter.com/contact or 952-848-2211. Today's guest was Mike Havis, President and Founder of Educate to Career. Thank you for joining us today.